thought it was like, rich boys just having a big sort of punch
I
up
want the
argument.
DLCs.
Yeah. And the main part is Apple banned Epic from having Fortnite on the Apple Store unless Apple were going to get a cut of the transactions.
Why?
Which, and rightfully so to some question, the cut from Apple to developers on their online store is 30-70, making 100, just in my mind. So 30% goes to Apple for just basically having the storefront, and 70% goes to the developer. Now, what Apple are looking at imposing were actually having it, because as we know, Fortnite doesn't make money on providing the game.
No.
They make the money on the internal transactions of skins. And I know this for a fact from being the second season, and now I'm probably spending more money than I'm willing to admit as well. But hey, I've got the chicken and it looks really awesome.
Oh, God.
Ain't you kidding? So what Apple were wanting was a 30% cut of the transactions. Now, to give you an idea from, once again, don't quote me, but last year, just on Fortnite transactions alone, Epic made $9 billion for a free game. I know, staggering, eh? And you wonder why they can provide you all those games on a Friday for free. And you know how I send through all those links each month for all the free stuff for what's the name? And it's skin packs, texture packs, all the 3D modeling and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of those sometimes, I think the one I sent through for this month, you put it into the basket to check out the cart, generally equals $300-400. And FYI, anybody listening, one for the month before from an Australian designer is a texture pack of Outback Australia with all the textures and also all the modelling up to 8K resolution for free. Absolutely incredible. And it's about a 1 kilometre square render pack that you can have, both of like Water Billabong area and Outback Australia. It looks absolutely amazing. So, absolutely free. Incredible.
Why would you?
I know. And it was done by one person, which was the amazing thing about it.
How much?
I was just how much work was put into that.
I know. I was just thinking.
That's just like passion to do that, man.
God.
You have to be
and
an
then
artist.
for free?
And he
Seriously.
did it for free. Well, once again, sorry, I rephrased that. It was a free pack that Epic had provided, which it'd be the same thing, which they may have paid for originally, like do for the games. When you get the free game each week, they've paid, obviously, the developer for that. Now, that being said, too, part of the court documents that came through from Epic and Apple over the argument of Epic saying it's not fair because Netflix don't get charged for every program that's on Netflix, even though it's, Apple go, you will provide the app. Epic is saying that a more true and reflective amount should be something like, 18% and, 82%. So, Microsoft have come out with that and said, yes, we think that's a good idea as well, and we're going to do that for our PC, for our PC library and our Microsoft store on PC. Although a lot of people brought up the point is nobody buys any game through the Microsoft store anyway.
Who does that?
Microsoft were asked if they'll do this for the Xbox, and they said no, not at this stage. And as most people point out, yes, because people buy games for the Xbox store, not the PC one.
Really?
Yeah, funny how that works.
No, surely not.
But then once again, Microsoft give you due Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass. Brilliant idea. Both got that. Both enjoy that.
God, yeah.
Actually,
the games are really good, actually.
What was the last one you enjoyed on that side? You finished it through, didn't you?
I don't remember.
The sort of French love story one. What was the one? The art style you showed me?
Oh, Haven.
Haven, yes. That was an awesome art style.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I also mainly liked it because of romance, but
That time in life.
It was wholesome, come on.
Wholesome. Most of it was. You showed me some of it. It was quite funny.
Indeed it was.
Indeed it was. Actually, that's what we should do is maybe set aside a game that we could download each when you get a chance. Maybe the holidays after you finish your homework.
Really?
And come back each time we do this and maybe cover like a book review. You can say to Mum it's homework.
Yeah.
We can call it the Gamer's Review. And we could just choose a game off Ultimate Game Pass, or off Game Pass. And that could be one that we play. And later on when we have people who start listening in a bit more, maybe it's one they can join in on. And
I mean, I used to do that with friends. And then after probably a week, everyone gave up on that. Because nobody really played those games because they wanted to play their own games.
I suppose that's the thing, is always finding something everybody's into at that time.
Mm.
And usually if it's a new game, unfortunately here in Australia, it gets quite inhibited as to cost, because you're generally looking at $100 at EB for a game. Thanks to, as we said, PlayStation, it's $125 before we even get to special editions or gold editions or ultimate editions.
Oh, God.
Oh, did you see the controller I sent you?
The anti-social
Yes,
club.
That's the one. That here in Australia, we've got an incredibly awesome entrepreneur here in Brisbane. He actually, he's in his mid-20s, later 20s, and he set up Culture King, which is a streetwear clothing store here in Australia. And did you know it was from Brisbane?
I think I did know he was from Brisbane because you told me. But I didn't know he was in his mid-20s.
Yeah, very young.
Bloody hell.
Once again, don't quote me exactly, but I'm pretty sure I read things and sometimes I get them crossed over. We love the clothes you get there, especially me when I can get them on special and get a whole stack of freebies when they have the NFS.
Without having to spend like $90+ just for a t-shirt.
Yeah, all plus. But
yeah.
That controller, how much was it? Can you remember?
No. I didn't really look at it.
Okay, so it's a customised controller, obviously. It's those are scuff ones, aren't they? They're the ones that are like the elite, but they make them for PlayStation customised.
I didn't really look into it.
$899 for a controller. It's like, okay, hold on a second. I think you can buy like the Xbox Series X or even my PlayStation 5. I mean, we were lucky enough. Christmas got Xbox Series X for Natalia. I got a Series X and also got a PlayStation 5 at launch for both. So we're probably very, very fortunate flexing.
Flexing.
Flexing, okay. We're very lucky.
Just timing,
timing, like everything in life. I think the reason I got the PlayStation quite readily was I had watched the stream that they had, which was about 4 in the morning because it was US. Then I thought I'd just jump onto EB, and EB had put it up live before I think they were supposed to originally. That was like 6 in the morning before I was going to get up. And had a lot. Every store, everywhere close by had stock, not a problem. I probably could have ordered stacks, but I'm not one of those people. I detest people that then scalp them on, because it means real gamers and those who can get to enjoy them, other than those rich ones who like graphics cards, we'll use them for mining. I'm not that sort of person. Anyway, so yeah, it's one of those things. I could have got heaps. But the irony was, which I think I mentioned to you, is when I ordered mine, I had originally went for the digital version only, because generation just gone for our PlayStation, as you know, 4, everything was pretty much digital that I got. Yeah. And that was mainly so that I could share a library, because we're not always in the same place. I could buy it once, you could play it, and I could play it, so it was easier than having discs. But then after PlayStation just now looked at originally closing both the PSP, Vita, and PlayStation 3 libraries down, I'm like, maybe that's why I just went and bought all those discs for the PlayStation 5.
What about the future? Oh, no.
The future, I know, it's all digital, and then if they close the libraries down, servers, I can't then download it. Unless piracy comes in, and I'm not saying that's the way to do things at all, obviously. But there is some advantages to things like that. And especially as I get older now, it's, starting to appreciate, as many people are, is game preservation. For those things that, you just take for granted as you're growing up. So anyway, off track. Back on track. Talking about... What was I actually talking about on that side? Are we almost finished, are we?
Yeah, we'll get 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. So as I mentioned, this is our first one. We've got 45 minutes with the app and program that we have. So what we might do now is start to get to the end of this podcast. We're going to do another one for the trip home, which will be on Sunday. And what we might do is, we normally on the Sunday, don't we, Natalia, is go and have hot pot.
Mm-hmm.
And we might try and have a hot pot podcast. The game is hot pot, which can be half an hour of us just talking crap again as well.
Like we usually do.
Like we usually do. You can sort of see what our lives are full of.
Oh, so what did you do? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow, cool, same.
You know, the one thing I love about this, though, more importantly, and every time we do it, even before we started deciding to record it like we are now, is I'd literally get home and it's be like, oh my God, it only just seemed like we left and we're here now. Whereas when I'm taking a drive by myself, it's a bit longer.
Oh, she's like...
Unless I talk to myself or set up a podcast where I'm just talking random crap anyway to other people on my podcast. So what things are you looking forward to coming up for the next fortnight? Anything in the way of gaming?
No, not really.
Any manga? A break?
Finally, after this whole week of just pain and suffering, finally, weekend.
The weekend. Actually, it's a good idea. You can. That means you're going to have something to talk about on Sunday because you've now got the weekend to kick back and play.
Yeah, and probably stream with my friend, mainly on his stream.
And shout out to him. Do you know where it is and how to find him?
I don't remember. It's something like Le Bonk or something, or whatever.
Le Bonk?
Something like that. Something about bonk or whatever.
Something about bonk. Actually, even that in itself would be something good.
Oh,
so what's it? Something about bonk.
I don't know. He's got like a Tanuki profile or whatever. I don't remember.
Sweet. Well, what we'll do
That's
is...
helpful.
We'll find out by Sunday what that is, and we can discuss that on the way. That's no idea. So it sounds a plan by me.
God.
So other than that, we're almost home now anyway. And I will say good night for now, and a good night from Natalia.
What am I supposed to say? Good night.
Or
good morning. Depends on...
It is
good
getting
afternoon.
that time, isn't it? What time do we actually have? It's about 11:30
Well, it depends on...
at night.
It depends on who's watching as well.
Listening. You make a very
Oh,
valid
yeah,
point.
sorry.
So which part of the world? So good morning, good night. Sound like the two Ronnies, which is showing my age too, which is a program which they said that. Anyway, until next time, this is Alpha Podcast number 1 for the drive home.